I hope that nothing burned down while I was gone.
Well, as you can see, nothing did burn down.
Well, either that or you're very good at cleaning up. Good morning, Internet. I am Jeff Carpenter of Glass River Media here at the Glass River Media TV studios. Fancy that, Ronan. Where do you think we got that name?
Well, is it because of the glass that we have here?
You know, that's a good point. Here, show your view.
Yes, I should.
People can't see. You know what? Yeah, I thought that we named Glass River Media Studios after our company, Glass River Media, but it is in fact the river of glass going down the side of the wall. I like it. When people ask, what does Glass River Media mean, from now on, we're going to say, it's this glass wall.
No. It's what Glass River Media Studios
Oh,
means,
I see.
Not the company.
Well, no, we can go back to your shot. We can really retcon this.
Okay.
And when people are like, why did you name your company for? We're like, this wall here. You're like, really? This third location for your business? Now that you've moved to Arlington, that's why you named. Yes, back in 2015, we knew we were going to end up in Arlington.
You had a vision.
In 2023, we had a dream from a Ouija board, and it all came together.
Yep.
No, I like it. No, actually, I came up with the name while I was sitting on a bench at Tyson's Corner Mall.
A bench at Tyson's Corner Mall?
Yeah, a little bit of trivia, waiting for something to be fixed at the Apple Store. I don't know if it was my phone or my laptop, but it was like an hour-long repair, and I was sitting at a bench and came up with the name while I was waiting outside the Apple Store.
Interesting.
So that's some trivia for you when you get Trivial Pursuit Glass River Media Edition. That's going to be one of the cards.
The next one will be, when did Ronan first start working?
You know what? I don't know the answer to that one. So I was talking about that with Lori the other day as she was asking how long you'd been around, and I was trying to work backwards, and I was like, well, I know it was before COVID, but that was like my biggest clue that it had to have been 2019. But really, it took that amount of effort because it kind of just feels like you've been here forever. Not to.
Well, hopefully that's a good thing.
Yeah, I think that sounds bad, doesn't it?
It does.
Like, someone comes in and is like, "Boy, it feels like you've been here forever." That doesn't sound good. But no, in this way, I mean that it is you are indispensable. So
I'm glad. I am glad.
Speaking of indispensable, how have you been doing without me? I went to Georgia for a couple of days, and I hope that nothing burned down while I was gone.
Well, as you can see, nothing did burn down.
Well, either that or you're very good at cleaning up.
Well, we do have cleaning staff here, so
Yeah. Oh, okay. So you're saying like something burned and the cleaning staff just fixed it.
no, that's not what I was saying. I was saying we do have cleaning staff here in case something has burned, but nothing did.
But nothing did. Your plant looks fine. I'm just looking at your desk now to see if there's anything like that. I think your plant is rotated like 90 degrees. Like turn it. Twist. There you go. Okay. Apparently, while I was gone, the plant went off on its own.
Yep. It had its own adventure.
Anyway, I had a nice little convention. Ronan was in Denver last week. I was in Atlanta. Well, I was a lot of places. I had to fly to Atlanta and then drive to Augusta, which, if anyone knows the area, that's like a 2.5 hour drive, because this was a last minute trip and all the flights were booked to Augusta, I guess.
Did you say golf?
Yeah, well, I don't know. There's golfing there. I don't know if the convention that I was at was the reason, or if the golfing was the reason, or maybe it's just summer and people go on vacation, but
to Augusta.
Could not get to be clear, could not get an affordable flight to Augusta. I'm sure I could have gotten a flight to Augusta if I really wanted to, but financially it made more sense to drive from Atlanta. So
I see. Was it a nice drive?
Spent some time. Yeah, it's just kind of flat, open country. not too noteworthy. But when you're traveling for 2 hours in the car, not noteworthy is exactly what you want.
Yes.
But it's always nice to go south in the summer, which is what everyone wants. But
yes,
like you spent most of the time in the convention center, so it doesn't really matter where I am. It's the same everywhere you go.
So no lazy river at the hotel?
No. Well, I did not partake. I don't know if there was one. I didn't. They have a regular river by the hotel.
Oh.
It's the river between Georgia and South Carolina. From the hotel, you see South Carolina across the river. And so I don't know if that's considered a lazy river or a regular river. But either way, did not go swimming.
I mean, does it move?
It moves, but not lazily.
Who knows then?
It's a rapid river, but not rapids. I don't know. There's so many
there is
so many qualifications. Anyway, What'd you come up for us while I was gone? You got an article?
Yes, and we are also talking about the South, but before we do that, I'm going to cut to the camera too.
As always.
Yes.
Rabbits have overrun a suburban Florida community. Volunteers hop to the rescue. Okay, what an article? Or go up. Who wrote this? Go up. NPR.
Yes,
All right,
NPR.
NPR, big on the puns, rabbit puns. A trio of rabbits gather on a driveway in Wilton Manors, Florida, earlier this month. About 100 lionhead rabbits have taken up residence in the suburban Fort Lauderdale community. First of all, I did not know a lionhead rabbit was a thing. Second of all, do we have a story here? Did they come from somewhere? Where are these rabbits from?
So what it seemed like is that a couple of homes had rabbits, and then they just let them out, and then they just exploded in the amount of numbers that they had.
Rabbits, yeah, that's predictable.
Yes.
Okay. They've rescued. Okay, they got 19 of them.
Yeah, as you can see, the number of rabbits now outnumber the 81 homes in the neighborhood.
Okay, let's go down. The volunteer-run outfit began rounding up the rabbits after partnering with city police to complete the mission. So last week, or was it 2 weeks ago now? If anyone remembers, we had federal agents following
the otter,
the ocean otter.
Yes.
There's an outlaw otter in California.
He was stealing surfboards.
Still no word on if this otter has been apprehended, but that was in California. Now we had federal agents chasing otters in California. Now we have police chasing rabbits in Florida.
And as you can see here, they rescued 19 of them, and 3 of them were pregnant.
3 of which. Our hope was to rescue up to 45. Unfortunately, we encountered a lot of issues because the residents were so hostile. Some residents didn't want us to take the bunnies. Oh, so they have some residents are on the rabbit side.
Yep.
Nice. The city needs to approach the residents in a different way, she said. Say, hey, you guys.
Hey, you guys.
You guys need to allow the rescue to come in and get the rest of the bunnies. The lionhead rabbits, a fluffier species noted for their thick mane, aren't built for the suburban Florida. Oh, go down. I want this picture here. Make that large. Zoom in on that one. There we go. There we go. All right, I'm on the resident side. If I had this view in my front yard.
I was going to say, you know how like some of the little restaurants and tea places that we have here, you can cuddle with cats and bunnies and things.
Cat cafes.
Well, it's basically the same here, except the whole neighborhood.
Rabbit neighborhood.
Yes.
All right. They are pretty adorable.
But yeah, they are prone to heat stroke.
Prone to heat stroke. Have been digging holes in the ground to escape the oppressive heat. So yeah, I mean, that's where you got to go. Is say, hey, residents, these rabbits are
might die.
Boiling alive. Let us rescue them.
Yep. But the rescue efforts, they said they might need at least $40,000
to capture, neuter, and spray and vaccinate and microchip over 100 rabbits. What capture, neuter, spay, vaccinate, and microchip? And what does that mean? Are they putting them back out in the wild? Are we just like they should be
that I have no clue.
Selling them off, right?
Yeah, but it says care for each rabbit costs between $200 and $300,
and does not include extra medical attention.
Yes,
these rabbits are really putting a strain on the local resources.
They are.
All right.
Oh, doing surgery on rabbits is 3 or 4 hours away from them, it looks like.
Wilton. So during a council meeting, council members were concerned that drafting policies to solve the problem would set a precedent for the need to curb other invasive animals, including iguanas and ducks. Well, see, I think if you're like clearing up household pets, that's different than than getting rid of ducks. I don't know.
But the question is, would you rather care for a bunny or care for iguanas and ducks? Which are cuter?
Yeah, well, I feel like iguanas are going to do okay out in the Florida heat.
Yeah.
So, okay. Well, thank you for. We need to get a chart of animals that are being pursued by law enforcement because we're up to 2 now.
We are.
And pretty soon, if you find me any more of these articles, we'll make that chart.
Maybe that'll be next time.
Maybe we could change the focus of our show to wanted animals being pursued by law enforcement.
I mean, it's happened more than once, and that's an issue right there.
Here, get it. Here, scroll it, just so it looks like the rabbit sitting on the desk. There you go. I think you already got it. All right, there we go. We got.
There you go.
Here we go. Oh,
Move it. There you go.
We should bring some rabbits into the studio.
We should.
They could just hop around here. Actually, for all anyone knows watching this, there could be rabbits hopping around here. You just have to take our word for it that there aren't.
Oh, jeez.
So, like, you know, you can't see what's down here.
I was gonna say it's just like one of the other phrases that I always tell people. Hey, let me switch to me real quick. But no, one of the phrases I always tell people, like when they ask like what I do, sometimes depends. But one of the things I might say is that I am a Bigfoot hunter, and they're like, "No, you aren't. Bigfoot's not real." And I'm just like, "Well, that means I'm doing my job correctly."
Yep.
Because you haven't seen one. So
let the bears play the bear tax.
Yep.
That's a Simpsons quote there for everyone else in the world who doesn't care. Anyway, thank you for bringing this to our attention, Ronan. We need here. You need to set some reminders. I do want to follow up on both the otter and the rabbits.
Okay.
That's probably more of a, search Google again in September.
Yes.
And we'll see what's happened. Hopefully nothing terrible.
Hopefully
But
not, yeah.
you never know.
Jeez.
Anyhow, thanks for joining us today. Have a great weekend, everyone. We are going to be back with you. New episode on Monday.
Bye.